Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 2nd of October today of the year 2022 and this is Flosstube number 124. Fairly good fortnight. 6 of my usual whips I've touched and then 2 of my stamped kits. So not bad. Really not bad. I'm just going to jump straight in and show you what I've been working on. We'll start with a stamped cross stitch. This is the first one I worked on this past 2 weeks. This is from VIP Cross Stitch. Now it's not a massive amount. I have got a picture of this one. I'm not sure if I have of the other one. If I have, it will appear. If I haven't, it's not there. Okay, but this one, let's fold it back that way. Now, where's the best way to go here? This way. So all I've done really is this, I believe that's 939, and there was a space, a 1-line space going up there that I filled in as well. So not a massive amount. This is sort of one of those projects I pick up in between other projects, like when I'm trying to cook tea or something, you know, when I can't actually just sit and stitch. So I'm in the kitchen and it's just something in hand, so I don't have to follow a chart or anything. It's so easy. So yeah, that's on 11 count. Like I said, anything that came in the kit. Are those the threads? I think so. I'm not going to put them away right now because that'll just make so much noise. The second one I worked on is my Snow White. This one is from One Day Saving. Apologise about the crinkle. Is that attached to a needle? No, but it's attached to my fabric. Alright then. Let me just behave yourself. Ignore the thread that's attached. It's just, I put it away, kind of a last minute thing. All I do is I make sure I've taken the needle off the thread. So, this is where we are at, and I've literally just been working a bit more in her head. I think this side may not have been completed last time you saw it, but I haven't seen a photo for it, so I'm not sure. I think I need to move my camera a little bit to the right. Otherwise I'm leaning. This is another 11 count kit as well. Have I folded that the wrong way? Quite possibly. And I think the crease lines are just there from when I've stuffed it in the bag. Anyway, again, I won't put that away just yet. Don't fall. Thank you. Okay, so my next one. This is a freebie that I had, but it's a counted cross stitch, so it's in with my regular whips. Let me just move my legs. Let me move you that way. Hopefully you don't fall now. Anyway, this one. It's called Lovely Fox from One Day Saving. I was right on the packets now where I got them from because I've got such a long list. It's hard to look through each, separate website that I've had kits from as to where it comes from. So this is the Lovely Fox. And he's only a small one, so, I kind of figured I should have had him out and at least half finished him by now. But, whoops. This is where I'm at with this one. I've actually done quite a bit on this one the last couple of days. I think I did it yesterday and today. I've just, this morning, literally just been filling in this lighter. I don't know, would you call it a tan colour? Maybe. But I was laughing because he actually looks like he's got a cone head. But when you look at the picture, it doesn't look so bad when you kind of put all the ears and everything on. But he does look funny as he is. Yeah, this one's waking up so quick. I don't know why I'm just not getting on with it. So I'm going to leave this one out. This is on 14 count Ada. just whatever came in the kit. And I'm going to leave this one out because I'm enjoying working on that sort of in between, as well as my many other cross stitches that I work on in between. Bye. Perhaps shouldn't, you know, drop them on the floor. Right, now we'll move on to my regular cross stitch whips. This one, it's called Flowers Feed the Soul, and it's written down there. This is a sampler that I'm working with Paula. She's one of my subscribers. She's doing it, I think, exactly the same as me. We've both got sulky threads, and she has exactly the same ones I do. Of the two, she's got way more than me, but the two that I have, she has. So we kind of agreed on the sulky thread that we were going to use, and that's what we've gone with. Let's put that on there. I need to put that picture in the bag now. This is the thread. Where'd you go? Now, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called, but I will put it somewhere on the screen so you know. But this is it, and it's gorgeous. Blues, like pinks, and a bit of a purpley colour as well, and it comes out so well on the fabric, so well. It is on 22 count, I believe it's antique white. Yep, 22 count antique white hardanger. And this is where we're at now. I had done some the last fortnight, but when I turned off the video, I realised I hadn't shown it. So I've actually done a bit more than I think. I've done some more in this border right here, and then I've dropped and done some down there. But those colours are absolutely amazing. Aren't they gorgeous? I am absolutely loving this one. Really loving this one. So these ones I will put away just because there's no rustling or loud noises, and I can't get the paper in. Come on, you're a standard size A4 sheet, you should fit. Apparently not, it's going on the floor. The next one, this is one I've talked about, and I said I need to get a wriggle on just because I'm not liking the count. It's kind of hurting my eyes a little. So it is this one, the Roses and Lace piece by Shannon Christine Designs. And of course, I've said many times before, I've switched out the pink for the yellow roses, which Shannon did chart for. You had a choice of red, pink or yellow, and all three are in the kit, not in the kit, in the pattern. So no need to work anything out. So mine are going to be yellow because that was my mum's favourite colour, rose. And yes, I have got them in a pile, but I haven't put the sheets in order that I've put the projects on. I'm half organised. It's better than not being organised at all, isn't it? So this one, where's my sheet? I should have put that out, shouldn't I? Roses and Lace. This has had 494 stitches in the past. I think I've only worked on it twice this week. Let me open it out, that'll be better. No, apparently not. There we go, my hedgehog's upside down, look. So I have literally finished this square up here. The middle bit was missing, and there is a mistake in it. But it's only within the square. It doesn't alter like the dimensions of this square. The dimensions around the outside are correct, which means this is then correct because I've gone off that square to do this. So I had to check. So there is a minor mistake in there, but it is so minor. I'm not even worried about it. I'm really, really not. But it is looking awesome as a whole. And I just fancied dropping down, instead of doing another one of these squares at the top, just dropping down and doing some of the inside work. This is B5200, and this fabric is 40 count pearl grey, I believe. So it's 2/0, no it's not, it's 1/2. That's why the errors keep happening, because it can be quite taxing on the eyes sometimes. It has to be quite bright outside for me to do it, or I have to have my lamp on if it's like grey or anything. I can't do it without, it has to be bright. So I'm trying to hurry up and get that done, just because the 40 count is just really, yeah, a lot. Okay, the next one, I'll show you this one, just because that one's on the floor and I've got to pick it up. This is the next one I've been working on the past 2 weeks. It is the Pick Stitch, the Pixels That Made Us. It was a sale, and I think I got in right at the last minute when the last part of section R was due to be dropped in a week or so. So I've had it a little while now. So I will move that. I'll show you them both, even though they're both in exactly the same place. And of course there will be pictures of where I was last time. So this is where I am now. This is on 18 count Ada 2/1. And I love these just because they're tiny little blocks of colour. You pick up a colour and it's not like confetti. There is a little bit, but not much, so it's quite easy to work. I mean, there's white stitches in here that I'm not so sure you can see very well. All this here, the bit that looks white is white, it's been stitched, but you can't really tell. And then obviously, like I said, they're both in exactly the same place, because one's Tyler's, one's Riley's, and they look fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Still having fun with those. And I have just ordered some more threads because I don't have all the new threads, you know, DMC, like number 1, number 2, all the way up to, I'm not sure if I those up actually, 50s, something like that. So I've had to order those because I didn't have those and I just kept forgetting. Anyway, the next one, where am I looking? I did 232 stitches, by the way, on one of those, times 2. The next one I worked on is I did some more of this one that I am doing along with DD on DDs Crafts on YouTube. I did link her channel in my last Flosstube as well. She's stitching this one along with me. And I need a project bag for this one. Ouch. Hi. Stay. Anyway. It's still in its frame just because I was still working on it. So I have done a bit more of this corner bit. Do you know what? I'm going to pop it out. It doesn't take 2 seconds anyway, does it? So I've done a bit more of this, these very light blues. And then I dropped, as soon as I knew where this wing started, I dropped and did some of the wing. This is worked in 10 stitch. No, it's not. It's worked in 1 strand, whereas this is in 2 strands. This is 28 count antique white, and it's worked 2/2, unless it's the corners, it's 1/2. But not a massive amount, but some of it you can't really tell. It's like this very light blue right there, very, very light blue. But it's going well. I'm not going to put that back in just yet. Then the last one that I have to share with you, and this one should have been worked on ages ago, and it is this one, Mini All Cats Go to Heaven, artwork by Jim Warren, and obviously it's a Hade. Kelly did buy this to diamond paint it, but some of the colours she had to reorder and they weren't exactly the same. It was just a mess up really when we ordered her thread diamonds for her, so she asked me if I'd stitch it, of course. Now this one has had, wait for it, 2,700 and 98 stitches in the past 2 weeks because it has been a focus piece, I suppose. And I've literally taken it off the frame, my Posy Lock frame, Elbacy. So none of my threads are in the, oh, what are they called? That. They're normally in that, but because I've literally just taken it off the frame, I haven't wound them on. But a lot of these collars are coming in now because this is like the stairway. And this looks absolutely gorgeous. There's another cat's face popping in here. Oh, it just looks awesome. And I'm still doing okay with the parking method. I'll let you know if it's still going okay when I add God knows how many more colours. But for now we're doing okay. We are doing okay. And then obviously when I finish that, the parking method with up there, I'll then drop down and start the next set of diagonals down here. But it's looking amazing. That cat's face, just there. She's turned she's turned sideways. It looks just awesome. This is on 25 count, 1/1, and it's all CXC threads, and they look fabulous. So yeah, I'm going to put that back in my frame because I am going to carry on with that the next 2 weeks, just because it needs working on. I haven't touched it in a little while, the same as my World of Disney and my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. That hasn't been touched in, I don't know, since more beginning of the year, I think. I'll get there, I'll get there. I want to get a Lowry frame to make it just that little bit easier because the Posy Lock, the Elbacy Posy Lock frame doesn't hold my frame very well with my Once Upon a Fairy Tale because the fabric is just so heavy, I think. So, I need to pull it out, so I'm going to have to figure a way around that. Anyway, I don't think there's anything really I need to tell you. No. Plans for the next 2 weeks is just going to be work on curlies. Most of all, work on curlies. I need to get that sort of... I did set an end date for December, the 31st, like I did with the Animal Kingdom one. And that worked out. I did actually manage that one. But this one, because I've got Stitch Pal, I put in how many stitches a day. I put in the goal date and whatever, how many stitches are left, and then how many I stitch every day I put in as well. And it tells me how many more I need to do, and it was like something like 700 stitches a day just to complete it by December 31st. But if I did that, then I wouldn't have time for any of my other projects, so I've had to kind of push that date back a little bit and see what I can do with it. If I can try and pull it forwards a little bit. I will give it a go. We will see. But other than that, guys, I hope you've had an amazing weekend. Mine has been stitching packed, let's put it that way. I haven't touched my temperature butterflies. I am waiting for some more threads to come in because I seem to have got through them really, really quick. So there's a few that are like down to, you know, it's probably one length of 6. That's probably about all I've got. So I'm waiting for them to come in. They will be here this week coming. So next week, no, next Flosstube, I should have caught up with my butterflies. Nothing else left to say except have an amazing week, guys, whatever you do. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.